Good day, my friends. How's it going? Hope everybody is doing well and feeling groovy. We got 8 people so far. Good to see you all. Hello, brother. How you doing? Good to see you. I actually decided to pick up my guitar for the first time in quite a little while. Fingers have gone a little soft. Mustard Seed, Faith of One. Good day. Nice to see you. Call me Mr. Soft Fingers tonight. I got dents in them already. I'm just playing for 10 minutes. Hello, Benjamin Harback. Melanie, hey. Good to see you all. Excuse me. Rather just being acceptant while hoping for better always. Right on. Very good, very good. Here in Belgium, it is 2 o'clock. I think that means 2 in the morning. Hello, Stereo Heaven and Gilgugven. Really don't know how to say that one. So I was just messing around writing something for the first time in quite a while. My fingers have gone soft, as you can see. And somebody's talking about LSD. Why are you talking about LSD being hard to come by? What is the point of that in our chat here? Thank you, Stereo Heaven. My fingers don't think it's so pretty at all. They've gone soft on me. So we will put that down for now. And shoe ship, however I say that, no emojis in the chat, please. I think you're new, so perhaps you didn't know. But just letting you know, no emojis. We got 47 people already. That built up pretty fast. Thank you, Jersey City Joe. That guitar, for what I paid for it, I only paid $400 for it. It is a really mighty fine guitar for the money I paid. So we're going to talk about some weed. There's a PSA at the end of the Mario show I saw. It wasn't actually watching the cartoon. Buzzy the Buzz Fuzzmuzz. That's a lot of us. That's a lot of us. Good evening, Alex, my buddy. How you doing, man? Very nice to see you. Sipping on some hot chocolate on a cold winter's night. Feeling bad about Mr. Jacob again. Whenever it gets cold outside, I sit here and feel terrible about Mr. Jacob. Some of the weed in the U.S. is, I know, that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to talk about. The weed is not good at all. It is an art and luthier. Actually, Simon Patrick. It's Simon Patrick. It's like an art and luthier. It's the same company. Made by Godin. If you've heard of, they're Canadian guitars called Godin. So yes, we're going to talk about the nastiness of the new weed. I'm hearing more and more and more about it all the time. Acid and shrooms, good. Okay, so you're not welcome with that kind of talk, so you're in a timeout. Good day. We will not hear no more of that. So we're going to talk about weed. Smoked weed and hated it and did dabs, and I was drunk once and regretted it. Well, okay, yeah, I'm not saying that the original weed was good. What I'm saying is the new weed is a whole different drug than the world ever knew before. So they've changed it. It's genetically modified. And just like you can count on with the evil ones, they've made it physically addictive. Okay, so, yep, one hit is crazy land. Exactly. Exactly. Not only that, people are having a hard time quitting because it's physically addictive. It has a physical withdrawal syndrome. Weed never had that before. Okay, that never ever was the case. So they have, of course, they did, because now they're making money on it. So because they want you smoking it steadily, they made it physically addictive. They did something to it. So it's no longer something you can just put down. It's now in the same realm as like addictive drugs, fentanyl and heroin and all these ones. It's got a physical withdrawal syndrome. So why the ban of weed in the past? That's another story. That's another topic altogether. But oh yeah, well, I mean, in Canada it's legal. I mean, I could legally sit here and smoke weed on YouTube, and YouTube wouldn't even stop me, right? They'd let me do it because it's legal in this country. And yes, when I go down the street, I smell it everywhere. I mean, you literally smell it everywhere. I smelled it all day walking around downtown. I smelled it every 5 minutes. So that's the new reality of it. Yeah, we're hearing from Master Bates again. So alcohol probably should be banned. You're actually right about that. I won't argue with that. Hello, little girl. Watch Daddy's guitar, sweetie. Watch Daddy's guitar. Come on up with Daddy. So the fact that it's legal, the weed, I mean, has convinced everybody. Well, the government even thinks it's fine now. They're letting us have it, so it must not be bad. Not only is it bad like it was before, it's 10 times worse. I'm here to tell you it's 10 times worse. I know so many people who are having a really ridiculously hard time quitting weed just like they're a heroin addict. I can hardly believe it. It's like, well, some of us are addicted to that. and we spend most of our day trying to please them and trying to get closer to them. But you won't see that among the people who are pounding back the weed all day. This new weed is even changing people's personalities. Okay, it's not like it used to be. Back in the 60s, when marijuana became popular, it was really weak. It was like 6 to 12% THC. It's now, you can go in the store and buy legally 30 some percent THC. And in some places, they even have things like shatter, which I think is like pretty much pure. You're talking pure THC. But they've even modified the chemical, it's a tryptamine, I believe, is what we'd call it. THC, tetrahydrocannabinol number 9. They've altered it somehow, and it's now binding to receptors. Okay, so when something binds to a receptor, becomes physically addictive. Physically addictive. No, quit weed, Stin, is the solution. Not grow your own. Quit smoking weed. That's the solution. That's the solution. Be sober-minded like the Lord asks us to be. Or demands that we are. He's not asking, he's telling us. That hybrid thing is a complete farce. Sativa and indica and all this, and hybrid is cross between the two. It's all marketing garbage. It's all marketing garbage. Now, yes, Stephen, I understand what you're saying, but it's not the aim of this channel or myself to promote weed in any way, shape, or form. I am a reformed drug addict, so I am completely against the consumption of drugs now. Okay, I'm not going to promote them in any way at all. I'm telling everybody the way to go is to not go near cannabis at all. Okay, not grow your own, not smoke old school weed. Quit. Quit is what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying, Kamala, is when you go in the store and they say, do you want sativa or do you want indica? It makes no difference. You're going to get the same exact thing. It's a marketing thing. It's ridiculous. Silly. It's them trying to market it. Okay? When I smoked weed, I did every test possible when the new weed came out to find out what it was all about. The sativa and the indica are no different whatsoever. It's the same thing, same weed. They're just putting different labels on it. And I'm talking Canada here, okay? So I'm in Canada. I don't know what they're doing in the States. I only know what they're doing here. Right on, Shofar Girl. Good for you. Wait a few, but I have to say thank you. I was praying and then you played that song, and it sounds like my soul feels. He used you to answer me, and I thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. I wrote that 5 minutes before the live stream started. I picked it up to see if any music would come out, and that's what came out. So there's something in there anyway. Jeffrey, I'm with you as a reformed addict. Say no to the weed. Absolutely. Well, I grew both, and I mean, I used to grow weed. If you look up actual peer-reviewed papers on the indica and sativa thing, according to science, it's a bunch of garbage. So that's what they've determined. Now, I don't trust science either. So, but science says that this indica and sativa thing is total garbage, and I actually believe them because every test I've ever done never found any difference in either one. Excuse me, either one. Withdrawal is horrible. The chemicals they're putting in. Yep, they've genetically altered it, so it's no longer you're not smoking weed anymore. You're smoking a brand new substance that probably no one really even knows what it is. Hello, sweetie. Turn your tongue purple. Nasty. Nasty. So, yep, we have a serious epidemic, especially here in Canada, because it is legal from one end of this country to the other. Basically, no restrictions anymore. It's a free for all. It's a free for all. You can smoke your brains out now, anywhere. Getting nauseated when I crave it. So, how many actual potheads do we have here? We got 78 people here in the chat. How many of you are regular smokers of weed? And I mean still, not before, but now. How many are still regular smokers? If you're smoking it, you're smoking it. Well, maybe we don't have as many as I thought we'd have. A lot of people stopped. One lonely brain cell left. He's my buddy. Okay, a lot of you quitting. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So, how many of you live in a place where it's legal? How many of you smoke it legally? Joseph does. Thanks for your answer there, 777. But remember, no emojis. No symbols or emojis. In Belgium, it's legal. New Jersey. See, I don't even know where all it's legal in the States now. They keep, new states keep making it legal. So I don't know which ones it's legal and which ones it's not anymore. Virginia, it's legal. Yep. So it's legal in most places now. Nevada's legal. And if it's not legal for recreation, it's probably at least legal for medicinal reasons. Now, actual cannabis that's not altered does have medicinal purposes. There's no doubt about that. I mean, that's been proven. So there are medical reasons to consume this plant. But the stuff that they're selling now is no Kentucky. I know it's not. That's one I know, and that'll be one of the last places it's ever made legal, probably. Yep. It's going to be legal worldwide eventually. Okay, now K2 and stuff like that and spice, that's a totally different ballgame. They're synthetic cannabinoids. JWH 18 and various other JWHs. That's even worse. That's even worse. Excuse me. That's far worse. Chemically addictive. Yeah, that's what they say, but it is, unfortunately, now. So Rehab with a dude coming off K2. Yeah, the K2 is crazy. You know what else will be legal, right? Well, I know mushrooms are next. Mushrooms are the next thing going to be legal here. Yeah, I can't imagine smoking weed for anxiety. It's going to give you anxiety. It's not going to cure your anxiety. No, they're not. It's not likely that cocaine's going to be legal all over the place. It will eventually. Oh, well, prostitution is already legal in the town I'm in. There's a brothel right in town. I know you guys probably aren't used to that, but here in the town I live in, there is literally a brothel downtown. Totally legal. It's been there for years. Prostitution is legal in this town. Not kidding at all. It's totally legal. 100%. What they decided here, that's another topic, but what they decided here, and they did actually get the results they hoped for. When prostitution was illegal here, the thing is, making something illegal doesn't stop it. Okay, we all know that. Making something illegal does not stop it. Okay, it changes it. It doesn't stop it. So when prostitution was illegal here, it caused a whole bunch of issue, big time issue. Okay, it increased the crime in a big way. It increased girls being murdered, all kinds of things. So now that it's in a brothel, they actually did get the results they were hoping for. All that crime stopped, and the girls aren't getting murdered. So that's their argument for it, and I understand their point. But we don't want to condone prostitution. But like I say, when you make something illegal, it doesn't stop it. It just drives it underground. So that's an issue. I don't know what the right answer is for that. Making something illegal gives more. No, making it legal is what gives revenue to the government. Making it legal, not illegal. Yes, there's a safety aspect to legal prostitution and a very hazardous aspect to illegal prostitution. That's when the girls end up getting murdered and stuff. So that one, when you look into that issue, I don't know. That's a tough one to say what the right way to handle it is. If you could just completely crack down on it and completely stop it, okay, fine. But I don't know how you're going to do that. I don't know how you're ever going to do that. They call it the oldest profession in the world. It's going to keep happening, no matter what. No matter what. Come on, little girl. Come on, sweetie. But with weed, their argument was they're going to make it legal, and then everybody will know what they're getting, and it's going to be safer. And the weed will all know the THC content of it and blah, blah, blah. What they didn't tell everybody was they planned to genetically modify it and make it physically addictive and extremely dangerous and have it cause psychosis in all these people. They left that little detail out. To a little video on that brothel. No, I'm not going to. What do you mean, could I go to a little video on that brothel? You mean make a video on the brothel? Little girl. I'm doing good, no name. How are you doing? So, well, yeah, I would say. Well, once you give the government control of the drugs, they made them worse. See, this is the thing. Oh, well, the government's going to regulate it. That'll make it safer. No, the government are the criminals. That's the worst criminals there are. Okay, everybody looks at the government the wrong way. They're worse than the criminals on the street. They're worse than the criminals on the street, for real. So, trusting the government's going to do anything good, never, never. That's where all the trouble will come from. The weed in the hands of the criminals was a lot safer. It actually was. Cigarettes are bad enough, and they add so many extra poisons. They sure do. Cigarettes are a good example of when something is regulated, how bad it gets. If you smoke illegal cigarettes that you get on an Indian reserve, you get more pure tobacco than if you buy it government approved. That's where you get the poison, is from the government approved ones. That's always the way it is. So, and anybody looking for self-defense courses or anything in hand-to-hand combat, Kirsty will be giving lessons after the live stream. So, just kidding, folks. I laughed so hard. I woke up from that. What was that? Oh, if Kirsty was actually giving that course that I dreamt about last night, I would sign up as right. If you learn her moves, man, you'd be invincible. Because they're based on sigils. I'm getting so tired of answering that question. I'm getting so tired of answering that question. Just know it's our rule. That's all you need to know. It doesn't matter why. We say no. So that's all you need to know. I got a froggy in my throat tonight. Always thought wrestling was kind of homosexual. Okay. I don't know about that, but you've been cracking me up. Oh, Kirsty, if you would have saw me laugh, I woke up and all I could do was just roar my head off. Like, what was that? So, where was I? I don't remember. People sidetrack me all the time. Where was I? I really don't remember, so I just have to start wherever. That hot chocolate is so good. I might have a second. It was all that demo buster talk. Oh, demon buster talk yesterday. Yep, must have been. The onesie wrestling outfit. It's like, nah. Yeah, cigarettes are a scourge too, and alcohol's a scourge, and all kinds of things are a scourge. But weed is now, boy, it's making its way up the ladder to, we have our biggest scourges up here and our lower ones down here. Weed is, if this is the top, weed is somewhere around here. As soon as the government gets their hands on stuff, you got it. You got it. So anybody who is trying to quit the weed, know that you got a physical withdrawal ahead of you a little bit. But the good news is I haven't heard of any life-threatening things happening from it. Although if a person went into total psychosis, which seems to be one of the possible side effects of the withdrawal, you can go into psychosis from it, from quitting. which boggles my mind how they did that to it. When you're in psychosis, you're dangerous to yourself, for sure. That's not a good real psychosis is a terrible state to be in. You don't know what you're going to do when you get in that state. So Kakaider, we're not trying to make it sound good to anybody, okay? So Midwest Storm live stream. Winter. We're going to get a bit of bad weather here starting in the morning, apparently. I'm worried about Mr. Jacob. Man thinks he can make it better, but they didn't think they could make it better. They just knew they could make it addictive. They didn't try to make it better. They wanted it to be addictive, so you can't stop. Just like they did all their pills at Big Pharma. That's why they designed them to have a physical withdrawal syndrome. So when you're on them for life. You got to remember, those who make these things hate you. Okay? The ones who make them hate you immensely. They hate you so bad, you can't even imagine it. They don't want to help you. They don't want to heal you. Let me repeat it. They hate you. They completely hate you. Okay? That's the truth. Don't ever think that Big Pharma wants to heal you from anything. They don't. They don't. They want you addicted to their poison, so you will have to take it until the day you die. That's what they want. Well, Kamala, that's really amazing because look online. You'll find that it's sweeping the world. Physical withdrawal from weed. It's like you don't have to go very far to find somebody going through it. Not the same at all. Not the same at all. It's a totally different drug now, folks. I got ran over by a car. Whoa. Nasty. Wow. There's Ebony. The demand for it is incredibly high. Dilaudid is hydromorphone, it's also called. It's basically synthetic heroin. It's about the equivalent of heroin, but the synthetic version of it. Well, Stin, what drugs are you on? What drugs are you on? You say you're in constant withdrawal. Okay, then why did you say you're continuously in physical withdrawal without drugs? Oh, you mean you're in withdrawal, but you don't have any drugs. You're not on any drugs. Then you're not in any physical withdrawal. Oh, that isn't withdrawal. That is not withdrawal. You're being a comedian. But Anthony Carter, you're correct. It's pretty much everybody. The whole world is on drugs. Everybody is on something. Pretty well everybody. No, Stin, it's not withdrawal. It's not at all. Withdraw your hands. Oh. That was good. That was good. Oh, oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I gotta give I give Melanie that's a 10 pointer. That's a 10 out of 10 on that one. Yeah. 10 points. It's drugs are sorcery. That is right. Drugs are sorcery. Once they get them once they're genetically modified, they are pure sorcery. That's what genetically modifying them is. Okay, that is the use of witchcraft to design drugs. It's called pharmakia. I use the word all the time. It is indeed sorcery, without a question. Yeah, we need somebody to go. I can get on the drums and boom, give you a little help. Those pills are so awful. Ashley, I'm so glad you're not on that stuff anymore. Marijuana, because I don't get high. I get very low. Yep. It's it's sad that people think they gotta have something just to get through the day, right? I understand it. I was so depressed. There were times when I would say that drugs actually probably saved my life because without them, without me numbing the pain I was in, I might have jumped off a cliff. Like I don't know what I would have done. So I do understand the need to numb pain sometimes. Like I get that. I totally get it. Yeah, Delta 8 is another phenomenon that started to weed you away from God. Yep, absolutely. I do understand the feeling that someone they want relief. They can't stand the misery and they'll do pretty much anything to make it stop. I get that. I get that as well as anybody does. Totally. But the problem is you go for the relief, then the problem doesn't get solved. It gets pushed aside. Okay, yeah, you're just pushing it aside. You're not dealing with the issue. My dad would hotbox the room in a shared house. Weekend when I was probably 6, 7 years old. Wow. Yep. Putting a bandage on a gashing wound. Yep, that's a good way to put it, Ebony. Balta they gave me for physical pain almost sent me to the hospital about 3 years ago. Cymbalta. That is that one of those muscle relaxers you were talking about, Ashley? I've heard of that one, but I can't remember what it is. What do you mean? Why is it relief? You know why it's relief because it makes you feel physically good and takes your mind off your problems. So, oh, Cymbalta might be an SSRI. Yeah, it's an SSRI. Baby Luigi. Yeah. Yeah, it's all poison, though. Every bit of it. But I will say the worst drugs that exist are the ones that Big Pharma make. Baby Luigi, you're a new subscriber. Well, welcome. Welcome to our live stream. We got over 100 people. Got a lot of people probably curious about the weed topic. As well, didn't want to face my problems. Little girl, how you doing, sweetie? SSRIs are a big part of what destroyed my marriage. They've destroyed a lot of marriages, Andrew. Tons of them. Tons of them. SSRIs literally change who you are. They make permanent changes in the brain that never actually go back to rights. You literally become a different person. Can't smoke weed and follow God. It's very hard to, that's for sure. Fill a hole only Jesus can fill. Absolutely. What you doing, sweetie? Little girl, what are you doing? So, come on. If you want to come up, come on up. Come on with Daddy. Come on. Come on with Daddy. Come on up. Come on. You're being stubborn. And what Melanie said is when it comes to this stuff, it is the only solution that's a real solution. It's the only thing that's a long-term real solution is to turn to God. And well, all things are possible with God, as we know. Even quitting drugs. Even quitting drugs. I mean, I've been sober now for, long enough that my brain is actually what it's supposed to be now. It took a long time to get it there, but SSRIs are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. So basically, your serotonin gets produced, okay, by your brain, and it gets released. So much of it gets released. Then there's a reuptake of it. So in other words, it gets taken back up to go for another round. But what the SSRI does is inhibits the reuptake of it. So instead of it being reuptaken, it just keeps flooding your brain, right? It just keeps a constant supply of serotonin going. So this is supposed to improve your mood. Well, it will for a while, and then it'll result in usually serotonin syndrome, which is basically psychosis. Basically the same thing as psychosis. So SSRIs are a scourge, and they produce suicidal ideation in a lot of people. Serotonin syndrome, yes, I had it before. I know all about serotonin syndrome. It's emergency room stuff. It's all bad. You do not want to have serotonin syndrome. No matter what, it's bad news. So this is possibly what the weed is doing, okay? Because people are smoking weed, and psychosis, like going crazy. One guy I know, and this is a few years ago, he ended up on the roof of a car in the Costco parking lot. It took, I think he said, 8 cops to get him down. He stripped his clothes off and jumped on top of a car and was jumping on the roof of it and smashing in the roof of the car, going absolutely snaky. And it took like 8 police officers to get him down because he was just out of control. And this is normally a calm, regular guy, but the weed, no, this was actually weed did this to him. It wasn't PCP or LSD, it was weed. Psychosis from weed is what I'm talking about. So, yes, weed can affect the same receptors as SSRIs. So, serotonin syndrome and psychosis, well, they're like this. They're very closely connected to each other. And the weed is producing that now. So that's the reason for this live stream, to make everybody aware of this. You're not smoking that herb that you used to think you were smoking. It's not that anymore. Oh, I guess you don't want benzo withdrawal. There's nothing you want less. There's nothing you want less than benzo withdrawal. Worst thing that can happen to you. Honestly, the worst possible outcome for your life would be benzo withdrawal. I don't think there's anything worse. I don't know what you could describe that's worse. Maybe being set on fire. I guess being set on fire is worse. That's about the only thing that I can come up with. Other than being set on fire, benzo withdrawal is the worst thing possible. I don't even know how to describe it. It's that bad. Were you through benzo withdrawal, Audrey? Anybody who's been through benzo withdrawal can back up exactly what I'm saying. It don't get no worse. It don't get no worse. There's nothing even comparable to it. And they knew this when they made them. When they designed benzodiazepines, they made them to have the worst withdrawal possible. Yeah, I wonder about Jordan myself. Oh, he's going to need Jesus. Is he ever? Oh, trying to get off of Valium or anything like that. Oh, no, of course I didn't touch that. What are my thoughts on crosses? I'm wearing one. I'm wearing one. Should be pretty obvious. Through it. Hell on earth. I was going to die every single. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there ain't nothing worse. Nothing worse. It's silver. Can't afford no gold. Gold is crazy expensive. Weed he was on had to have been laced, probably with fentanyl. Pretty much everything is laced with fentanyl now. Got those Dollar Tree Bibles tonight. Nice. Yeah, they're $1.75 here is all they cost. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. No, benzo withdrawal will kill you. It will definitely kill you. Nothing worse. Hello, Bin Ku. Bin Ku. So I need another hot chocolate. I'm just going to put the kettle on. I'll be right back. Okay, so your Adderall is somewhat physically addictive, but not even in the ballpark of what we're talking about, like with benzos or SSRIs or anything like that. So you can wean off your Adderall successfully. Okay, it shouldn't be that hard, actually. Started my relationship with the Lord and started to study the Word. Right on. Oh yeah, benzos are the scourge of the world. Yep, there's nothing worse. Oh, Ashley, you can't even imagine what they go through. It's truly terrible. No, Adderall is addictive. I said it's not, you can't compare it to SSRIs or benzos. It's not as addictive as those. The withdrawal syndrome is not near as bad. It's not pleasant, but it's a lot easier than benzos. Like, way easier. It's like night and day, as a matter of fact. Louise, what is it you're coming off of, Louise? No. Meth withdrawal is a walk in the park. That's why Adderall is not as bad. Adderall is basically meth. Okay. And meth withdrawal is nothing even comparable to benzo withdrawal. It's not in the same category. Heroin's bad. And cocaine is more of a psychological thing. It's some physical withdrawal, but again, it's not in the same category. Well, Crawfojo, you're doing meth. I don't know if you realize that Adderall is meth, but it really is. Methadone is one of the worst things too. Methadone is real bad. No, cocaine doesn't have much for withdrawal syndrome. Very little. Psychologically, it's a strong one, but physically, very little. But anybody that's on Adderall or Ritalin is its sister drug. Know this, you're doing meth. If you're on Adderall or Ritalin, I will repeat that. You're doing meth. We got to change this. And we'll go this. That should work. Okay, coming off of coffee isn't pleasant. But again, we can't put it in the same boat as SSRIs or benzos or heroin or anything like that. Coffee is not near as bad. No, they don't know. MDMA has very little physical withdrawal. Very little. '96. Oh yeah, they've flooded the world with drugs on purpose. On purpose. Yeah, Adderall and Ritalin, pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Look at the problems. It's so many people having the same addiction problem. Man, oh man. Breaks my heart to see it. Absolutely breaks my heart. Kratom is a bit nasty, but again, you can't really put it in the same category as the other stuff. I've been through kratom withdrawal myself. Yes, I know who Derek Prince is very well. Know who Derek Prince is very well. When it comes to drugs, I was almost a pharmacist. I was close to becoming a pharmacist years ago. That's what my mother wanted me to do until she realized how much I like drugs myself. Bath salts, that's mephedrone, and there's another one. Mephedrone was the most common at first. That's a research chemical, they call that. Drugs before they send it off. Oh, absolutely. Well, GHB will eventually catch up to them because you can OD on GHB real easy. Salvia divinorum, very well. I know that one too well, unfortunately. Different from addiction. Yep. Celexa, and I was on one for a very short time called Cypralex, which is similar to that one. Mephedrone, yep. Yep. Salvia is in a class all by itself. Abusing benzodiazepines and taking benzodiazepines as prescribed. Well, of course, if you're abusing something, well, taking them is abusing them because they're not safe even to take, no matter what. If you take them as prescribed, you're still going to get addicted to them. So, how is that really that different? You're still going to be addicted. Once you take a drug for like a benzo for 2 weeks, you're pretty much into addiction. 3 weeks to a month, you're definitely into addiction. They bind really fast. Physical addiction is the bloodline's not going to matter as much. The tendency to do it is what runs in the bloodlines. The tendency to fall into it, right? That's That's where the bloodlines, you'll find the same thing run right through the family. That's the tendency. Yeah, that's what a physical withdrawal is. That's what physical withdrawal means. Okay, Tara, there's two types of addiction. Let's educate everybody on how this works. There is psychological addiction and there is physical addiction. Psychological addiction is a craving. That means you just want it. But you're not going to go into withdrawal if you don't have it. You're just going to be cranky. That's psychological addiction. Physical addiction is when the drugs basically become part of your chemical makeup. And when you discontinue taking them, your body will react in a very negative way. You'll get sick, you'll get shivers, you'll spasm. It depends on the drug. Benzos have a wide range of withdrawal symptoms. You go into derealization, you have seizures. Well, you die. You'll die, literally. So some drugs are physically addictive, while some are only psychologically addictive. And some have a bit of both. Well, they all have psychological addiction. All drugs have that. But some have a physical addiction, but not such a bad one, like meth. Meth is one of those. You can quit meth even after 10 years of doing it every day. You can quit meth and you're going to feel crappy, but it's not too bad. It's not that bad. Now, heroin or alcohol or fentanyl or benzos, when you stop doing that stuff, you got problems. You got big problems. Okay, so you might have to wean off of something like that. Alcohol is one of the worst physical addictions there is when it's severe. People that quit alcohol, you don't even want to see what they go through. It's up there with benzo addiction. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. So don't ever think that alcohol is a minor problem. It's a major, major problem. It's one of the worst for withdrawal. Heroin withdrawal will hardly ever kill you. Fentanyl withdrawal usually won't kill you either, but it gets super dirty. There's Master Bates again. Yeah, the withdrawal from heroin is nasty and will make you as miserable as possible, but it won't kill you usually. You'll usually survive it. Yeah, quitting cold turkey if you're physically addicted to alcohol is a bad idea. Very bad idea. No, okay, this is where deliverance comes in. If you get fully delivered by God, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. He can literally take that addiction away just like that. Yes, I agree with Jersey City Joe there. Let's do that. Some of that like button smashery. Oh, yeah, I believe that, Ashley. I completely believe that. Totally believe that. Give this live stream a thumbs up. Please do. Smash away at that. 70 likes. We could probably get that to 85. There's probably enough people haven't hit that we can get that to 85 real quick. Pharmakia is basically what they do at Big Pharma. It's not plants, but it is now because they've genetically modified it. So yes. No, he's saying you don't sleep at all when you stop masturbating. Stin has a major issue with that. He has a major issue with that. Yes, of course. Heard of Billy Graham. Be pretty hard to find somebody my age who hasn't heard of Billy Graham. You never know where one of those is, do you, Mr. Poor? Little orphan Andy. Interesting statement to make there, my friend. Wow, sorry to hear that, Eric. Do you know why that is though, Eric? Do you know what it means? It means that you got a door is open, right? You've got a door open. From not masturbating. It looks funny when it's two words like that, and the first one is Mister. Mr. Baiting. Mr. Bates, yeah. Others I meet not make the same mistakes. Every bit of experience you've got from your life, Ashley, is going to help with things like that. And I have a feeling that you are going to be, you have a calling on your life and you've remained pure. I don't mean like you haven't made any mistakes. Of course you have, but you still have your purity and you're going to be fine. And all of these experiences you've had are going to come in handy. Mr. Poor, you've got me intrigued as to who you are. What do you know? I'm curious. Could cowardice be a generational curse that a person is to break, if not others? I suppose. Hmm. Yeah, I need to know who you are. You've got my curiosity. You know something that you're not fessing up to, and I'm hoping you don't. One day I hate to see others suffer, especially in the ways I know very well. Well, like I said, Ashley, once you get yourself sorted out, which I think you're on the way to, I think you could even be a very um, souls are bouncy. Yes, I suppose you could be very valuable to this ministry, probably. Why don't you do me a favor there, Mr. Poor? Why don't you email me and tell me who you are? Send me an email. Fill me in. Who are you? Don't be shy. You mean my name, Kyle? It's usually translated as God's peaceful gift. I agree. Autopilot, I agree 100%. The few word replies are pretty creepy, saying not judging, going off a vibe. What are you talking about, Rebel Metal? If you're talking about the person I'm talking to called Mr. Poor, um, yeah, just leave that one to me. Leave that to me. Lust is indeed harder than most things to battle, to conquer. It is something that never goes away. Well, maybe it does eventually. I don't know. Once you go long enough without release, maybe it stops. I don't know. Hey, it's Colby. Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful generosity. Thank you. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, those red glowing eyes, actually, that's a demon. That's a particular kind of demon. Yes, that is true. Praise Jesus. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Very kind of you to bless the ministry like that. The ministry definitely enjoyed lots of wonderful generosity today. It's quite a bit of it. Yep, a particular kind of demon that has red eyes. I've seen those. I know what you're talking about exactly. I know exactly what you mean. Don't know what GBU means, Mr. Poor. Mm, God bless you. Okay, gotcha. So did you send me an email? I don't see one there. Hello, Lola. Good to see you. Right on, Crawfojo. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. No, most people won't believe you, Ashley. But I'm not most people. I've seen these things myself, so I don't have any problem believing those things at all. I know we live in a demon-infested world. I know it very well. Most people that are so stuck in the material world, yes, blessed be those generous hearts is right. They're so stuck in the material world they can't even understand the idea of spirit, right? They don't get it. Demon infested for sure. Oh wow. Some practical tips for overcoming lust. Supposed to flee from it. I wish I had some, John. I sure wish I did. Thank you for your generosity. Thanks so much. Wow. Look, they're just flying in here. Thank you, Kirsty, for this. I should be paying you for that. Oh, I should be giving you money for that. You're the trainer. Oh, I wish I had a video of what I saw in that dream. I would love to have a video of that. You coming at me with that knife and just handing it to me instead. Think you're man enough? No, no, I don't. I don't. I'm not man enough. I'm going to cower in the corner over here. Please don't give me that knife. I don't want to attack you. Give my well. I hope that you get hired too, not just for that reason, but I hope you. Well, I don't hope you end up in 9 to 5 slavery. I can't say I hope that for you. I hope the Lord puts you into your purpose, and you have lots of financial blessings that way, but not 9 to 5 slavery. Because the kind of people that come to this chat are not necessarily cut out for 9 to 5 slavery. They're cut out for working for God. A ministry is slavery. No, that's not true. That's not true at all, Mr. Poor. Not at all. No, what I do here is not slavery. I do work hard, I will say that, but I'm not a slave. I work for God and I work for Him eagerly and happily. I have no problem with what I do for the Lord whatsoever. We choose our master. You are the master. You're Master Bates. Yes, working for God is definitely not slavery. Not at all. Well, it's not really the topic we're talking about here, so reptilian humanoids, that's another day. Thank you, Music Junkie. I've been at it a very, very long time. Serving the Most High God. Channels coming up in my feed lately, crazy amounts. So is that Mark Benson? Is that just because you're a slave to Jesus, brother? That's a pretty weird statement. Not a slave, an employee. If you said I'm an employee, yes. Non-slavery fund, the no prison ministry. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you so much. Wow, what a very generous bunch here tonight. Tonight and in my earlier live stream. Lots and lots of generosity. Thank you so much. Jesus is indeed our best friend. But, well, when it comes down to it, Kamala, yes, that is the truth. The only real one. Absolutely. Oh, Ashley's. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep. I certainly can. Let's see. Oh, wow. Some here too. Um, hmm. Oh, I see why. So, Frank Guada, I know you're in the chat, and I want to thank you as well. Man, the generosity of you guys is amazing. Overwhelming. Thank you so much, Frank. Just want to make sure I don't forget to thank anybody. Thank you a million times. Well, Crawfojo, thank you so much. Thank all of you who blessed this ministry tonight. Thank you. Thank you. They have been unbelievably generous, Ashley. It's touches my heart in a way I can't describe. Makes life possible. Allows me to keep doing this every day, right? Probably only one Nevada food, but can't have that language in here, please. Music Junkie, another one. Thank you. Thank you. That won't let me actually reply to that one, but I want you to know I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. I don't know what that means. Doulos. No, that theory's kind of silly. It's pretty silly. Why is that not the amount you meant to do? I'm not sure how it works, my friend, but I don't know what to tell you there. I don't even know how it works. So I'm not sure why it would do that to you. What word is in the Bible? All right, John, you don't have to unsubscribe. You've been deleted. You don't have to bother unsubscribing. It's already taken care of for you. Right on, Frank. Thank you, my friend. Daniel Kirk. Uh, I didn't even want to delete that because I thought that was funny, but Matthew Kochi, hello. Good day to you. A level up must be near. That could be. Have I been awake at night a lot? If you're asking me, I sleep like a baby until around 3 or 4, and then when God wakes me up, he wakes me up. He's actually let me sleep the last couple of nights, a little bit. Yep, I know. I got off social media years ago. Yeah, I see your chat assertion. I see your comment. Deactivated my Facebook. I'm going to make sure. Yep, we're still in live chat. Still good. Should be able to see everybody's chats. Apologize to you. I was not trying to overstep my boundaries, but I was starting to feel uncomfortable. So again, I do apologize. I have no idea what you mean, Rebel Metal Grudge and Product. I don't know what you're apologizing for. Don't play with gods. Mr. Poor, you're not making a whole lot of sense anymore. Well, something simple. Okay, that phrase, sometimes when I don't play with little g gods at all. When someone says that to somebody, they say, I'll pray for you. It is kind of insulting them. It means they need your prayer because they're all messed up, right? I'll pray for you. I'll pray that you see the light, that you'll wake up. It is kind of a shot at them. So no, all Christians don't have trouble with sleep. I get enough sleep for me, the amount I need. If you wake up at 3, Frank, it means you're a watchman. Oh, no, it's fine. I'm watching them. Don't worry. I'm just assessing what the situation is. I don't know yet. Wrestle the Lord. Yeah, that one's weird enough that, yeah, maybe we'll see another day, but no more today. I had my eye on him, Rebel. Don't worry. Had my eye on him. Yes, absolutely, Rose. Like Ezekiel, I believe. Yeah, he's just trying to be very mysterious, right? I am Well, I am a watchman. Actually, I'm both of those things. I'm both of those things. Numbers and other similar ingredients are sorcery. Tell. That's an unusual statement there, Robin. I'm not sure how to answer it. I don't quite understand your question. Oh, you don't need to apologize, Rebel. No need to. Don't apologize for that because you didn't do anything. You're all good. A watchman is someone who God wakes up at 3 in the morning because that's when there's trouble in the spirit realm. That's when prayer is needed. So a watchman is woken up at 3 to basically pray and keep an eye on the spirit realm and to sound alarms is the way to put it for others. So the watchman is responsible for letting other people know when there's trouble in the spirit realm, when things are not right. So I have a friend whose name is Josh, and he is also a majorly anointed, okay, in a big way, in a major way. And I would email him or text him or whatever in the middle of the day, and I would say, "Dude, there's trouble in the spirit realm right now." He'd be like, "Man, I was just about to email you and tell you the same thing." We would both feel it at the same time. And that's how I started to realize my sensitivity to that stuff. He had the exact same one. We would do that all the time. We would both know at the very moment that trouble started. So, yes, yes, crossroads. That happened. It was three times in one day with 3 different people. Am I getting lots of guidance on the last age? I don't know what you're asking there. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think you're right, Ebony. I think you're right about that. Woke up as I was kicking a hole in my wall. Man, that is definitely some demonic influence, without a question. I have very strict instructions to do what I'm doing. Okay. I am to the last instructions I got that were really clear were cleanse the homes. So I went on a major campaign to get people to get rid of their demonic items out of their house and get their lives cleaned up, get the pictures of Jesus off the wall, get the crucifix out of their house, stop playing their video games, get rid of their horror movies. That's my job right now, and to get people to repent. So I just stick to my job. I was given a very specific job and I'm doing it. And I get all kinds of hate, tons and tons of hatred. God even warned me that was going to come. He's like, everyone's going to hate you, but do it anyway. Do it anyway. So I'm doing it. If you live with people that aren't Christian, well, you're only responsible for yourself. You're responsible for yourself and your own items, your own possessions. You're not responsible for anybody else. Absolutely. 29th Avenue, that's right. And to be honest, it's not a few anymore. It's actually quite a significant number now. It's a lot. Who are you talking to, Rick? Ricky? Who are you talking to when you say that? This is not a crucifix. Do you see a Jesus on this? That's just a cross. That's not a crucifix. You do know the difference between a cross and a crucifix, I hope. And there's everything wrong with a picture of Jesus on your wall or a crucifix. God hates it. And they need to be removed. And those who don't are going to end up suffering his wrath. So I'm on a mission to get people to remove them from their homes. But some people don't want to listen. They want to learn the hard way instead. That's up to them. Oh, okay. Five wine balls fly off the shelf to the floor in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. Wow. Common things are pictures of Jesus on the wall or crucifixes, horror movies, anime, magic books, Harry Potter stuff, owls, unicorns, elves. I can get my list, I guess. Whoops. Buddhas, playing cards, Hindu stuff, dragons or serpents, dream catchers, crystals, Virgin Mary figurines, pictures of the saints, skulls, Pokemon stuff, dice, tarot cards, sorry. Any kind of books about magic or new agey stuff. The symbol of the flower of life. Secular music t-shirts, like Metallica t-shirts or Iron Maiden t-shirts or how does everybody not know the difference between a crucifix and a cross? Crucifix, crucify. It's Jesus being crucified on the cross is a crucifix. If it had Jesus on it, it would be a crucifix. It does not. It's just a cross. There's nothing wrong with a cross. You can't have a picture of Jesus on the cross with blood and thorns in his head and all that stuff. It's gory and disgusting, and God does not like it. No one said the symbol of the cross. We even allow the symbol of the cross here. We don't allow emojis, but you can use that one. You can put a symbol of a cross. Somebody type a cross symbol, please. That, we allow that. So that's the only one we do. What does it mean if you see dead people? I don't know. I don't know. They eat or drink or use emojis. Does it really matter? Does what really matter? Anyway, that's the main things. And of course, video games, which no one wants to hear about either. Or rosaries. There you go, Crawfojo. The rosary is going to cause you, eventually, it's going to cause you a big problem. The Lord may not have done it yet, but mark my words. He will eventually convict you for that rosary. And he might already be starting to, and you're not realizing that the troubles you're having in your life are because of that rosary. But I promise you, he's not happy about it. I promise you. There's nothing wrong with the cross. The cross is fine. Nothing wrong with the cross. You're wearing what, Shadow King? You say you're wearing one. One what? We're talking about many items. No, we're not supposed to pray to the saints. We're not supposed to pray the rosary. We're not supposed to do any of it. It's Catholic deception. Catholic deception. I don't know anything about the Louvre Museum, John. I don't know anything about it. I'm talking about people in their homes. People in their homes. The Lord gave me the job to cleanse the homes. I've been very clear what my job is. He gave me a specific job, and I'm doing it. Well, it's up to you, Shadow King. If you don't want to listen to my advice, you don't have to. You can continue praying that, and you can do what you want. But eventually, the Lord is going to convict you of it. He probably brought you here so you could hear me tell you that. And if you don't listen, that's when he'll decide to convict you of it. So if he does, don't blame me. I tried to warn you. No, I didn't say anything about a museum. I definitely didn't. My job is to worry about people's homes, not museums. Okay, not museums. Because it's idolatry. You're not supposed to have any images of God's Son. There's nothing in the Bible telling you anything different than don't have images of Jesus. Graven images. What do you think a graven image is? A picture of Jesus is a graven image. It says it right in, it's one of the commandments. Why would you have a picture of Jesus when you read the 10 Commandments and it tells you not to? Robin, that's another topic we're going to do is energy drinks. I'm going to do that someday. We're going to do that topic. Splurge Designs, if you have any of those things I mentioned, you should get rid of them for sure. Batman the Lord's not going to like you having Batman at all. That Hollywood movie stuff, absolutely not. Get rid of it. What you want to do is find somebody who has taken my advice and has removed these things from their house. Excuse me, and ask them how it worked out. So Okay, Shadow King, that's fine. You'll remember saying that to me, okay? You're gonna remember saying that to me. Telling me it's ridiculous. You'll remember saying that. I promise. You will eat those words for sure. I'd rather die than not have a small picture of Batman. What? You'd rather die than not have a small picture of Batman. I don't even believe I just read that sentence. That's a sentence I never thought I'd read in my life. Wow. I thought I'd get to the end of my life without ever seeing those words written down. Yeah, that's a good point. His name is Shadow King. His name is Shadow King. I just realized that. You're right. Oh yeah, the graven images for sure. A lot of Mr. Bates tonight. Yep. So and it's fine. Anyone who doesn't want to take my advice, you don't have to. Some people insist on learning the hard way. So they're welcome to do so. That's not a problem. You can learn the hard way if you'd rather. That's your choice. You have free will. The Lord gave you free will. Totally. I probably don't even have to with a name like that. I should have realized. I should have realized. A ritual to summon spirits. Okay. Yep. Cosmic DNA serpent energy. Summon your spirit cat. Oh, mercy. Dude, you got bigger problems than a rosary. you got you got bigger problems than a rosary, for sure. You got much bigger problems than that. Yep. You can laugh. You can laugh. If you understood who you were laughing at, you wouldn't do it, but you don't understand, so that's okay. That's okay. No, let him lean on his own understanding. Definitely. He wants to, so let him go. How old are you with Batman on your wall? Sorry. Yeah. No, no, there's a lot of people won't. You don't have to tell me if 2 beers are drunkenness for you. I don't know what 2 beers does to you. Oh, it'll make it worse, all right. Yeah, Shadow King has bigger problems than a rosary. I mean, the rosary's a problem, but when you look at his channel, he's got much bigger problems than that. How can you tell that the weed game changed? Are you still smoking? Not for, geez, I don't even know how many months now. It's quite a while now since I had any. But I sure smoked a lot since it's been legal. I had my share of it. I definitely had my share of weed. More than my share of it. I had my share and your share, to be quite honest. Well, I've never actually smoked broccoli, but it's a sin to smoke weed. What's actually wrong, Daniel Kirk? I've tried to help them, assertion, but there comes a point where a person wants to learn the hard way. They don't want to be helped. They want to learn the hard way. So one must allow them their freedom to do so. Not that I don't want to help him. He doesn't want to listen. He doesn't have to. It's his choice. What are you going to do? Keep harassing him and hounding him? You can't do that. That's not what the Bible tells us to do. So I'm not going to keep harassing him about it. I'm going to let him make his own choice. We planted our seed. That's all we can do. I can't do anything else. Sexual sin for sure, Brian. Yes. While sin is sin, I can tell you one thing for sure. The people that are suffering real big problems with demonic activity and attacks and stuff in their beds at night, it's almost always from sexual sin. That's what brings it on quicker than anything. That's what brings it on quicker than anything. Yes, I know that, Kamala. I know the scripture. Well, then you convince him then, assertion. You go ahead and convince Shadow King that what we're saying is right. He's laughing at us. Somebody that's laughing at you, you are not supposed to keep going at them. He laughed at us. What are we supposed to do after somebody laughs at us? Think about what you're saying. Okay? If someone laughs at me, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going any further with it. I've done what I have to do. I've done my part. He laughed at me. That's the end of it. Right? I'm not going to make a fool of myself and keep torturing somebody that's laughing at me. No. That makes me look like a fool. So once somebody laughs at you, it's okay to walk away. I promise the Lord's okay with it. He did. He laughed at me completely. Twice, I believe. Once for sure, though, in capital letters. He even laughed at me in caps. I'm done at that point. I'll tell you what the most dangerous sin is, because it leads to other things, is pride. When you get prideful, it will lead you down all kinds of different roads. So fine, sin is all equal, but that one is the one that leads to everything else. So I would say that pride is the most dangerous sin to commit. Once you get prideful, you're going to do a whole bunch of other stupid stuff along with it. Guaranteed. Yes, pride will take you down real fast. Gee, where'd you ever hear that, Kamala? It's almost like you took a phrase right out of the Bible. It's almost like you took that right out of the Bible. Rebellion is rooted in pride. It's always pride that leads to all the bad stuff. Always. Brian, I've talked about this many, many times. Only worry about what happens to you. Don't compare yourself to anyone else or worry about what happens to other people. Ever. Only worry about yourself. Because God deals with each person individually, and he doesn't do the same things with any two people. It's always different. You shouldn't wonder about that. Worry about what he does to you. Only you. Don't worry about what he does with other people. Yeah, there's more. There's always more to someone else's situation. They may be already given over to their reprobate minds. You don't know what the situation is with another person. Only worry about yourself. Only worry about yourself. Yes, absolutely. Pride is the original sin, without a question. And works don't get us to heaven. That's correct. God's grace and faith in Jesus Christ gets us to heaven. To go for the night. Have a great night, Jeffrey and fam. Good night, Mandy. Wielding that wrench very well. Thank you for your services, your moderation services. Greatly appreciated. And your generosity. In this chat, even participate in church. This is church, 1 million miles. You're in church right this minute, right now. Didn't you know that? Buzzfest, pray for me. I'm going through it. The worst things seem to get. Okay, so Buzzfest. That's an interesting name for you to come here with. Buzzfest. So what's happening? Tell me what do you mean things are getting worse? What's taking place? Yeah, some people think church is a building, but it's not. This is church. It's my favorite one for sure. I think the fact that we have to do good works while we're here is just goes without saying. It doesn't matter if that's the thing that's going to get you to heaven or not. I think as a Christian person, you just know that that's part of it. Yes, where two or more are gathered, he promises to be there in the midst. And he is. Always. If you have a spirit there, Nevada Food, have you prayed the deliverance prayer? I'll give you the deliverance prayer. There. in the description of that video. In the description of that video, you'll find a deliverance prayer. BuzzFest, maybe you need to have a look at that too. I just posted a link. Go to the description of it. Go under the video and hit more, and it'll take you to the description. Pray that prayer out loud. And anybody else in the chat that's spiritual training camp. You know what? I love that. Right on, Andrew. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, buddy. So glad to hear that. Grazie, amico. Anybody else who needs it? Okay, here it is again. I'll post the link again. Go to the description of that video. Hit more under the video itself. Hit the word more, and it'll take you to the description. Pray that prayer that's in the description of that video. Pray it out loud. If you need to clear your house out, no matter who you are, it's useful to do. Believe me, you can pray it 3 times a day. It'll keep things good. Keep you repented up. One of the main problems is unrepented sin. And that will even help with generational curses and stuff too. Love this ship. Y'all are awesomeness. Right on. Thank you. Do for God because you love him and his creations. Well, you might have to take a leap of faith. I mean, I'm one of those people that believes you're not going to change that situation until you just take the plunge and get away from it. And then it'll be necessary to do something else, and then you'll just figure it out. Right on, Nevada Food. Yeah, we're not swapping stories on DMT, V-Powers. You're looking for a drug site. This is not it. Dimethyltryptamine, Kamala, it's a drug. I'm a former shaman, V-Power. I've tried every drug you've ever heard of. All the plant medicines, pretty much all of them except the toad. It's the only one I haven't done. But we're not in here talking about drugs. Well, if we're talking about drugs, we're talking about weed mostly, but we were talking about pharmaceuticals and addiction and stuff too. But we don't want to talk about psychedelics. Psychedelics are a spiritual mess. Friends in their car and they play secular music. Does that affect me? It does, but sometimes you can't really help if you're in that situation. Well, okay, if you're voluntarily there, that means you're with the wrong friends. Right? You're with the wrong friends. No, I don't have a doomsday bunker. How rich do you think I am? Only the elite have doomsday bunkers. I mean, like millionaires. Actually, more like billionaires. Do you think I'm a billionaire? I'm definitely not. Did I get stoned? No. No, I didn't get stoned, Mason. Why would you ask me if I got stoned? That's a rather weird question for you to ask me. But getting stoned? Why are you asking me if I got stoned? I don't get it. My video about going for the it says Mr. Buzz's day off in Demon Town. Nothing to do with getting stoned. I don't get stoned. I stopped getting stoned many months ago. No, the title of this live stream is because the weed is physically addictive, and people are coming to me complaining of going into psychosis because of it. It's not. I haven't smoked weed in months, many months. But I do know from smoking it months ago that it wasn't the same as it used to be. Ever since it went legal, it's about the new weed, Mason. You must know that the new weed is different than the old weed. It's sending people into the emergency room. They're having psychosis from it. That's what this live stream is about. Yep, $32 for that fish, Steve. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I think they had really bad depression from it. Yeah, the new stuff is crazy. It's got everybody messed up. They're literally going into a physical withdrawal syndrome from it. So Facebook and creator don't belong in the same sentence. That's right. No, it's not Nevada food. That's exactly what I meant in the title of this live stream. It's not what it used to be. Yep. That's what I'm saying, Elysian Blueprint. Well, Mason, I should say. That's what I'm saying. They genetically altered it, right? It's not weed anymore. It's something totally different. They've changed it. Synthetic heroin in gas stations now. People buying it and making videos about it. Yep. That's only in the States. They don't do that here. We have different laws. Gas stations aren't allowed to sell any of that stuff. Okay, folks, I'm going to feed my furry ones. I guess there's 100 people here almost. I guess I should keep it going for a little bit. There's actually 100 people almost. No, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna keep the live stream going, I think. Well, we got so many people, I guess I might as well. It is Saturday night, so I'll keep it going for a bit. But I'm gonna go and feed the furry ones. So I'll see you in a bit. Get you some supper. Get Mr. Jacobs some supper. Father, thank you for this food I touch or look receive. Ask the blessed and mighty name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen. Take it to greenies. Okay, you hang on, we gotta feed Mr. Jacob first. I'll get back and get yours. Mr. Jacob. Okay. There you go. Daddy love you very much. Enjoy your supper, furry ones. Good furry ones. Well, we kept most of the people here. That's good. Feeding the Skittles. Are those the greenies you are using adjustment tool number 1 on back there? No, that's pate. They like Sammy Boy likes pate, so I have to chop it up. Actually, no matter what I feed them, I chop it up. They're dainty eaters. They like little pieces, so I chop it up. Mr. Jacob's good. He's good. Yeah. It's meowing for. Somebody sent me a picture last night of, who was it? Oh, it was Brianna. Sent me a picture of her cat watching her computer screen because Sabrina was on her computer screen. So her cat watching my cat. See, my kitties have been brought up like little children since day one. They've been treated like human children. Treated very well. So they expect it. Daddy spoiled them. That's how it is. No speak of the Spanish. Don't speak Spanish. Had to bottle feed the little boy kitty. He was so young. Just have to keep an eye on when he walks away because she'll go over and eat the last of his. I have to take his dish out into the living room for the last bit of it. He'll leave a little bit, then he wants me to take it out in the living room so we can finish it in there. I don't know why. So, oh, no, he's taking off. Okay, why are you doing that? You gotta come finish. Come finish your supper, Sammy boy. Go finish your supper, you turkey. Go finish it. Come on, come finish your supper. Come on. There. In a major way. Little girl. Heavenly Father, thank you for these treats Sabrina is about to receive. I ask that you bless them in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen. No, I'm not Italian. I think that's pretty obvious. 3, 4. It happens, Kamala. Get back in the horse. Which half? The top half or the bottom half? No, I'm not Italian, I promise you. One more. Earth is a buzzkill. Well, hopefully it won't kill this buzz. Hopefully it won't kill this buzz. We're down to 72, but that's not too bad. We still got some people here. We maintained a pretty good crowd. I'm just getting used to everybody's new handle now and watch them go and change them again. I had everybody figured out and they changed them. Now it's taken me, a little over a week to figure them out again. Now they'll go and change it again. It started that, I don't know, a week and a half ago. Just started doing it one day. We don't know why. Something YouTube did. No idea. Oh, vaping is way worse than smoking. If you thought you made a good choice quitting smoking and going to vaping, you went backwards. Vaping is way worse. Propylene glycol. Yeah, it's way worse than smoking. That's for sure. I would go back to the smoking. If you're going to do one or the other, smoking's better. Vaping is terrible. Yep. Vaping is absolutely terrible. Well, I'm German and Dutch, so it's my right side is German and my left side is Dutch. That's how it is. So right down here, everything over on this side, German. But everything, Imagine this line, everything over here, Dutch. Clean 2.5 months. Very nice. Very nice. French, Canadian, Native American, and Hindu. That's an interesting mix. Irish, German, and English. A must. Oh, the vaping is terrible. I tried it for about 2 months. Can't even believe I did it for that long because I didn't like it the whole time I did it. I don't even know why I kept doing it because I did not enjoy it. Ciao, baby Luigi. Yeah, get back on the horse. That's all you can do. Oh, I know. I've never tried anything so awful. Yeah, no, stay away from the vape, Ashley. It's people think they're improving with going from cigarettes to that, but it's they're not because of the heat. Yeah, you guys are going through a heat wave. Mostly Jewish. Never thought it was healthier. Just couldn't afford smoking cigarettes. Tried the pouches plus the gum and the nicotine patches. Yeah, it's definitely not healthier. No, none of it is. It's all bad. Right on. There's Son of the Lamb. Haven't seen you all night. I guess you just showed up. Or maybe you've been lurking for a bit and I didn't know you were there. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I didn't really eat much supper tonight. I had a little shrimp ring and 3 pieces of French bread with peanut butter. That was my supper. Now I'm sitting here getting hungry. But it's too late. It's 20 to 11. I'm not going to eat supper now. If I don't eat by this time, I don't bother. I'm in too deep. The job's done. Dealing with heat problems. Yeah. Hooked. A shrimp ring. It's the whole, I don't know, it's probably about 30 shrimp, I guess. Probably about 30. So a nice little snack. I don't get acid reflux. It's a way to gain too much weight to eat and go right to bed. So I don't do it. You're just in the process of becoming a non-smoker. In the process. The only way to quit stuff, folks, is bang, you quit. Unless you got to wean off a physically addictive drug. Then I understand. But other than that, if it's not something you're physically addicted to and you're weaning off it, you should quit cold turkey, just like that. Well, that's what keeps me going is I walk everywhere. I take cabs if it's too far and it's too cold or rainy or whatever, but other than that, I walk almost everywhere I go. Pallet of silk cut cigarettes. That's the hardest one. Cigarettes is the hardest one. I didn't have any trouble with the other stuff at all. I didn't have that much trouble with cigarettes either, but more than the other things for sure. Yep, it is called. I didn't like the sauce that came with this. I actually have different seafood sauce that I should have used, and I should have just threw out the sauce that came with the ring. It was too sweet. Stuff I have is more tart. It's called tangy seafood sauce. Nope, I don't like gum. Nicotine, the only way is cold turkey. It is. I wouldn't say 4 days, but I'd say closer to 2 weeks before it stopped with me. Well, folks, it's near that time for me to go to bed because tomorrow is not a day off. It's on my schedule for tomorrow. Yep, I have live streaming in the morning and then appointments. So, yes, it was. Very good. Very good. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to anyone who donated to the ministry. Very much appreciated. And for everybody that participated in our chat, very grateful for all of you. Good night, Jersey City Joe. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Good night, Mama Bear. Sleep well. Son of the Lamb, Ashley and Kirk and Sam Damas, Greg Coleman, Panda Bear, Mimi, everybody. Rebel, Assertion, Steve. We'll see you all in the next one. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.